Hey everyone, very different video than usual today. Black Clover is a series I've been meaning to start for a while now, so to kind of like push myself to do it, I thought I might as well make it into a series like I do for some other things. And I have to say, the first volume was very solid. What I'm going to do from now on is every Saturday, I'll try to make a video covering the next volume. And today's volume, I'd give it a good like 8 out of 10. It was really good. Good start. I really like Asta so far. I say he's my second favorite character behind someone else I'll talk about later. And yeah, we'll just start at chapter 1, I guess. So the chapter begins with us learning about Asta, how he has no magic, goes to the grimoire ceremony, and we kind of get to meet some of the characters we'll be seeing from time to time. Really only Yuno, I imagine, will be a recurring character from this chapter. And I have to say, he's a lot nicer than I thought he would. Because if you look back on some like other rival characters from Shonen, like Sasuke or Uryu, like these guys are assholes when you first meet them. Like they got heart, they got reasons for why they act like they do, but they treat the MC like crap. Where Yuno has like this very deep respect for Asta and he admires him a lot. And I really like that. It's a nice change of pace. And so as the chapter goes on, Asta doesn't get his grimoire and Yuno does, and he gets a 4-clover one, which I feel like the significance of that is a lot more important than we're like led to believe. Like there's a reason why 4-clover is like even more significant than just the fact like, oh, it's stronger because it has an additional clover. And then Asta's book he gets later on that when they're like dealing with this rundown old mage who's a thief now, has 5 clovers and it's supposed to like show that, oh, the demon's involved in the book. First of all, really love the double spread here. Second of all, I'm really curious about like if there's a demon, is there like other gods in this world? And like what kind of devil is it in this world? Because you know, sometimes the devil is like kind of benevolent evil, or it's like straight up evil, or maybe it's not even evil sometimes. Like is this like an Ichigo situation with White and Zangetsu? Or is this more just like Momoshiki and Boruto where Momoshiki's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. Like you slip up, I kill you. That's it. Also, his sword seems really overpowered. Like, cut through any magic. I feel like there's going to be more limits to this as we go on. It already kind of showed off one part of its limit when he was doing his initiation with the Black Bowls, but I feel like there's got to be more to that because just that hacks feels really overpowered. But anyways, we move on to the next thing where he goes into just the selection to get into a guild. And I have to say, the moment I saw this guy Yami appear on my screen, I loved him already. I can tell he's like really fake about this whole serious attitude he is. I guarantee he's serious about like protecting people, but I don't think he could hurt like anyone he cares about. I feel like he has a way bigger heart than he tries to show off. And he already kind of showed that when he was reaffirming Asta's dream, but I feel like there's even more to it than that. And then Yuno got chosen to be in like the #1 top guild. So there's obviously a little kind of broken reflection there where Asta's said to be in the worst and Yuno's said to be in the best. And also we get to see all the members as well. Before Magna even like had a panel where it showed me his face, I knew this guy was my favorite character so far. I love those like rowdy, this is a man's man, like Ikaku. I'm such a sucker for those kinds of characters. So I immediately like hooked on to him like, okay, yeah, this is who I'm going to be obsessed with for the first part of the story. Then there's some of the other members there. There's Vanessa. I don't really know that much about her right now. She seems like a drunkard though, but there'll be more to her, I'm sure. Charmy, she seems interesting, but I also just don't know much about her. And then there's some other members who do like barely get like, I don't know, like 3 to 4 panels. The transformation guy, and then I don't know, there's not much with these people. I can't say much. Although the guy with the weird sister thing going on is my least favorite character so far. I really don't like those tropes. But anyways, we also get to meet Noelle, who I immediately really loved. When she tried to shoot Asta and it hit Magna, I kind of really got that like, oh, this is like a failed nobility thing. My mind went to Rukia and Byakuya, especially when we got to see who seems to be like her brother who like expelled her. So I immediately know there's going to be some sort of Rukia Byakuya maybe thing down the story. But then she shows off her true strength when she's trying to handle her magic. There's so much you can do with like water creation. I feel like that's the most interesting power so far that I've seen. Then during Asta's initiation, there's like this other ability he shows off too where he can deflect anything with the blade. And it's just, there's gonna be more limits to this. I feel like there has to. Maybe it's just like he has to be like train more, you know, like get faster or get stronger. But I feel like there's gonna be more to that. Like there's gonna be certain kinds of magic where it's like, you can't deflect this kind of magic with that. It's too much of a counter. Then he has to find a way around that. But anyways, they begin their first mission with Magna, Noelle, and Asta. And they go to this village and they fight this guy with mist creation magic. We don't know really that much about the group for the time being. And Noelle kind of gets a bit control of her magic here. I noticed that she like just creates something around them to protect them rather than like making like direct things, which I like that. I wouldn't like it if it was like immediately like, oh, I can like control attacks now. Like, no, there should be build up for that, and I like that they did that. And the volume ends with Asta checking this guy straight in the gut, so I'm very curious where it will go for then. So far, Magna is easily my favorite character. I'll say that again. I like this dude a lot. Asta, he's simple. Like, he's so simple, it's interesting to me. He's very, like, straight-minded. This is my mindset. I am going to stay by this. So what I'm interested in, what are the challenges against his mindset? Like, he's very like a very straightforward kind of like guy, whereas I believe that if I try hard enough, if I train hard enough, I can become the Wizard King. But what I want to know, who will he fight that really makes him be like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if like this whole mindset I've had my entire life is true. I like him. I need to see more of him first though. Noelle, so far, I think my favorite female character we've seen so far. She seems like she's gonna have like a really interesting arc, especially with being kicked out a clan or guild. No, but so far, very solid volume. I'm really curious where this fight's gonna go. Because I know him checking this guy in the gut isn't going to be end of it. I've seen like some choreography so far in the fights, but like we haven't really gotten like a fight, like a long staged out fight. So I'm really curious about this next volume because I'm assuming that's where I'm going to get my first one. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first volume. See you guys Saturday for the next one. Talk then. Bye.